it's your girl Michaela Joy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a story time. I know it's been almost 2 months since I've uploaded, but as you guys can see, we're in a new location. I actually now have a vanity in my room, so I do not have to do all of my videos in my bathroom. This is a lot more functional. Like, all of my makeup stuff is in here, and if you like to see a vanity like tour, comment down below and I'll make the video. I know, you guys, story time. Y'all read the title, y'all confused. This is a story time that I've been wanting to tell for a long time. I told myself when I hit 400 subscribers I was gonna make the story time, and I didn't. Then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait till I get to 1,000, and now that I'm less than 1,000 and I don't have any video ideas, I'm making the video now. We're gonna get right into it. I have some wine. Okay, this is a story time. This is a sip and chat type of video. I am so nervous to tell this story because I know I have family members that watch my channel, and I just want to say this is not the video for you if you're going to judge me. Go ahead and respectfully exit the video, but you can still like it, but just exit, you know? Okay, I'm going to be doing my makeup as I tell this story. And it's been so long since I've actually done my makeup. I really hope I remember. But to give y'all some backstory, before I went to college, I was very sheltered. I didn't really do anything. I barely had any talking stages with dudes. I never drank, I never smoked, I never did anything. And when I went to college, I had those experiences. So I just remember one of my roommate's friends, she brought like some gummies. You catch my drift. She brought some gummies one time when she was visiting, and like we all took, I don't know if we took a half or we took a whole, and that really didn't do much but make the room spin. Like, of course I was high. I think I was talking and like laughing, and it was cool. Like, my first time actually taking an edible was not bad whatsoever, and I took it twice in college. Fast forward to when I moved to Atlanta, things changed. This was last year. This was last May 2024. My roommate and I were here one weekend. This was a 3-day weekend. I don't know if this was, I know Mother's Day was coming up like in 2 days, but I don't know why we had 3 days off. I just remember, was that 4 days? I don't know if we had 4 days off or 3 days off, but we had like days off of work, either a Friday or a Monday or both, which was literally, it had to have happened that way because we wouldn't have been able to go to work. Mind y'all, I have live footage. I have live footage of everything's going on, so I'm gonna insert clips when needed. I'm so nervous to tell this story. Like, I'm low-key nervous. I just don't want to be judged, okay? Okay. That teleport gonna get you right every time, like, period. I'm ready to tell my story. Like, this is a lot. Okay, it's a lot. Okay, there's a smoke shop near our apartment that we pass by when we go to certain restaurants. One day my roommate and I was like, oh my god, let's just go inside and see what it is. Now, this is not the day we took the edible. This is just a random day, like probably 2 months prior. We went inside and we just looked around. They had different like smoke stuff, obviously, but we didn't get anything but incense. Mind you, the cashier there was really nice. He was really cool. Like, we didn't think nothing of him. He just seemed like a regular dude working at his regular job. Fast forward to the day we took the edible, we go to the smoke shop, and like, the vibes are just weird. Let's set the scene. We walk in, it's a girl on the couch in the smoke shop. Mind you, that's already weird because she did like she chilling, and this is somebody's job. Like, this is a place of business. She just over there chilling, like, and she's smiling all weird at us, and we like, hey girl, like, what's your problem, you know, whatever. So the cashier, the same cashier that we met 2 months prior when we first went to the smoke shop, he was at the cash register, and he was like, oh my god, how can I help y'all? But this interaction was way different, and this is probably where like discernment should have kicked in, or like I should have known, like, okay, something a little off with how he's acting. He's like out of it, like he's zoned out. He's like not there, you know what I'm saying? So we asked him, well, my roommate asked him like, okay, you know, what do you recommend us take? And he kind of looked at us like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? So he goes to this little drawer and he pulls out these bags, and you know, it looked like a regular like little gummy bag, whatever. If you know, you know, that's what it looked like. I was like, okay, so what is gonna make us feel like? He like, it's gonna get you right, you know. I'm more like, what is his problem? He wasn't acting like this last time. Like last time he was real cool, he was real chill. Now you acting like you a fiend, you know? We didn't really think nothing of it. So we went about our business. We got the gummies and then we left. Yeah, how we were, you know, we like to eat. So we went to the Jamaican restaurant near our apartment. Mind you, I'm supposed to be vlogging this day. So this is how I got the footage. Hi. I don't know where mine's going. You got more. You about to eat? You can watch this. Let's go get, you know, some oxtails or whatever, jerk chicken. I don't remember what we were going for, but we ended up getting oxtail pasta. I remember because I'm gonna tell y'all later why I remember what we ate. So anyways, we're in the Jamaican restaurant. We think we about to be chilling, you know, we about to take this edible, like we about to eat good, like, you know, whatever. Fast forward to when we get back to the apartment in the parking lot, we just sitting there chilling, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So at first we had agreed to wait and take the edible later, but that didn't really happen. Sidebar, if these shades look different in the light, it's because this vanity is very, very bright, and I'm telling you, this is just my regular like shade. So if it look off, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what's wrong with it. Honestly, it was me pushing us to take it. Monty did want to wait a little bit, but I'm like, let's just go ahead and take it and feeling like get it over with, because I'm thinking yeah, I'm about to take this, I'm gonna be chilling, like whatever. That did not happen. Sitting in the car and we pull out our bags, and I'm like, okay, Monty's like, okay, let's just take half, blah, 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 blah. We start off with half. Somehow or another, we end up taking the whole gummy, because the service size said the whole gummy is the service size. Well, somebody lied, because that little one gummy messed us up for 3 days. Okay, I'll say we was in the car maybe 10 minutes. It had to be 10 minutes. I literally have on camera when the edible hit. My stomach feeling sick. Is it the food or is it the edible? Okay, we gotta think of a topic to talk about since we both hot.
Like what? Okay.
Questions to ask while high.
You did not just look that up.
What is there time or just movement?
Is there time or just movement? I guess that depends on life. What did that? Oh!
Why do you hate me? I didn't even hit yet. Like, what do you mean? I'm trying to know. She is the one that suggested us to get high. I agree. Why are you not focused?
Ask the gummy why I'm not focused.
Okay. How do you know your memories are real? Because I learned about this in psychology. So let me have this question. We have two different memories, long term, short term. There's different processes that we have to memories gotta go through. And only the breaks. I think it's retrieval, but no, it's him. It's like something silence, so retrieval. So I know that I'm talking about. But there's different processes of memories. Now, there is certain studies that say that over time, emotional memories that we have over time, we're gonna make lives better. I'm not even remember how I had. But let's say you were right? God forbid. You didn't die. You were just there around the time areas. You don't remember what it felt like the year was going on, right? So you may over exaggerate, you may think of details that didn't really happen. But that's true. But the science is that memories are real. Men are remember the same way, especially if they're traumatic or you got high, like emotional regard for it. But ultimately, they're real.
I hate
What's going on? I don't feel nothing.
this.
Okay, next question.
I hate her.
This is fun. Aren't your friends coming out, y'all? Oh, you heard it?
We better go inside, man.
Yeah, I feel like she's trying to play with me. You are not that high. Put on your film camera.
Oh my film camera.
See, she wouldn't know how to do that if she was really high. See? Oh wait. You might actually be high because she only laughs. Yeah.
No! I hate this.
All I remember is Monty started getting real. She started getting real antsy, kind of like nervous in a way. Like things were starting to change. We were having the opposite reaction. So I was more so laughing. I was singing, everything. I'm gonna insert the actual clip, but I was literally feeling good. That first 10 minutes was just, it felt like, oh my God, like life is good. Like, and I remember we was talking about something. I don't know if it was about love or something crazy. Like it was something deep. I was like, oh yeah, I'm thinking we just about to be chilling, whatever, having a nice little deep conversation, whatever. So Monty's like, I'm gonna go inside. Like, let's just go inside. Let's just chill in there, blah, 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 blah. Now, to set the scene of our apartment, if you don't know, we ain't got no couch, we ain't got no furniture, we ain't got no nothing, okay? All we got is beds and TVs. That's it. So at that time, there was a blow-up mattress because Monty's birthday had just passed and we had guests over. And so there was a blow-up mattress still in the living room. Keep that in mind. So when we first come into the apartment, we go into her room. Now in her room, she had her bed and then she had a beanbag chair that I was sitting in when we were watching TV, like we're watching movies, whatever the case may be. So at this point, like Monty's on the ground. She's in the fetal position. I don't know what's going on. At this point, I'm cool, I'm chilling. And she kind of like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, okay, like maybe this is like, maybe this gonna pass soon. Like, I don't know what's going on, but she kind of going crazy or whatever. So she goes out to the living room and sits on the blow-up mattress. I stay in her room on the beanbag chair and I'm watching TV. But I start getting hungry. I remember I had chips in my room, like a snack or whatever in my room, and I start eating it, and all of a sudden, like, I'm feeling like sick, nauseous, like I'm about to throw up or something. I hate throwing up. I can't do that. I'm sorry. Like, no. Something didn't feel right. I feel like the food couldn't go down my throat, like I'm choking or something. I just started talking to myself like, okay, Michaela, breathe. Like, you're not gonna throw up, you're not gonna get sick, just breathe, right? It was working. And then like all of a sudden, I just felt like the room was spinning. Like something just felt different. You know what I'm saying? Like something altered. I didn't feel like it was a regular getting high type of situation. The room just spinning like, okay, like I'm really getting there at this point. So I just started breathing in and out, like slowly breathing in. I trying to like center myself. And all I can remember is like the more I breathed in deeply, the higher I got. And that really pissed me off because you get to a point where like you just want to calm down and just not be in that space. And my body wasn't allowing me to do that. And that was really, really not scary, but it was very annoying. I finally kind of get to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm just high at this point. Like I'm accepting my fate, like I'm high. Mind you, Monty is in the living room on the beanbag chair. I'm just kind of like trying to watch TV. All of a sudden, I hear this sound that sounds like water is just spilling on the floor. And I'm thinking, I know Monty did not just throw up. Like I know she did not just get sick. And if you know Monty has a more sensitive stomach than I do. So I really wasn't shocked. But what happened next scared me. I walk into the living room and Monty is literally bent over the floor. And like it's throw up all in front of the blow-up mattress. So I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? I'm freaking out because at this point, I don't know what's going on. And she keeps doing like, I'm okay. Like she's motioning at me like, I'm okay. You know, if you know me, I'm dramatic. So I'm not believing nothing you saying. Like, it's time to go to the hospital. Like, it's time to get your stomach pumped. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, and I'm high myself, so I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm freaking out. At this point, she's taking like 3 steps and then she's throwing up. She's taking 3 steps and then she's throwing up. She's taking 5 steps and then she's throwing up. So she walks from the blow-up mattress to our quote-unquote dining room table, because we ain't got real furniture, but we're gonna call it our dining room table, which is probably like 20 feet. It's 4 puddles of throw up along the trail of the dining room table. And so she just sits down, she try to like gather herself, but it's not working. So she keep throwing up. And I'm like, okay, it's time to take you to the hospital. Like, you about to die. Like, you're dying. Like, I don't know what's happening. So I'm asking her like, Monty, are you okay? Like, you need me to call somebody. And she's like, no, I'm okay. I think she was saying I need to get it out. Or I don't know if she was talking at this point. This part, I don't really know, because it seemed, I don't even know how long this was. All I remember is that Monty was literally throwing up for probably an hour. Time would pass and then she would throw up again. And a few minutes passed, and then she would throw up again. I was so nervous. I was so nervous. I'm like, okay, like, this is not good. I don't know what to do. Like, if something happened to her family gonna blame me. They gonna hate me. And she agreed to do this. I wasn't the only one in here agreeing to take it edible. Like, she was gonna be pushing me, you know? What really kind of like made me scared was the fact that she kept throwing up one, and I didn't know concepts of time at this point. Let me set the scene. I'm standing in the hallway of our apartment, and down the hall is my room. And there's a clock that sits in the doorway of, like, you can see in the doorway of my room. This clock keeps going up maybe 1 or 2 minutes, but it feels like it's been an hour. So while I feel like I'm asking Monty every 10 to 15 minutes, oh my God, are you okay? Apparently I'm asking her the same question every 2 to 3 minutes. Of course, I'm getting on her nerves, and she's just trying to get herself together. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know. So that on top of that was kind of scaring me, because I'm like, it feels like it's been 30 minutes. Mind you, I'm looking at the clock. I'm looking at Monty. I'm asking her if she is okay. I'm looking at the clock. I'm looking at Monty. I'm asking her if she's okay. I'm looking at the clock. I'm looking at Monty throw up, and I'm asking her if she's okay. And this is like a common like pattern for literally a whole 30 minutes, probably to an hour. I don't even know, like, even to this day, I don't know how long that was. I don't really know how long she was throwing up, but I know she threw up probably about 10 times. Even though it was like the amount of throw up was like getting smaller, it just felt like it was going on for such a long time. And I was nervous. I was like, Monty, I could just call somebody, like, we can get this together. And she kept saying no. But she's literally puking her brains out. I'm standing there in the living room at this point, watching her, watching the clock, just going through it, right? Mentally, I felt like I could hear every sound that was happening outside. I was hearing fire truck sirens, police sirens. I was hearing people talk, hearing people laugh. I was hearing a party going on in the apartment. Like, it was very, very scary. I was hearing dogs bark. Mind you, I'm standing the whole entire time. I don't know how long she was throwing up again, but I know that I was standing up the entire time, and it was just crazy. Then I started having like very paranoid like thoughts, like, oh my God, somebody's gonna break in, somebody's gonna know, or if I do have to call the ambulance, then they're gonna be like, oh my God, what was y'all doing? Is this even legal? Like, I'm literally going through the ringer. Even though it's like CBD, so I think it's okay, but it's like, was a lot, you know? I'm freaking out at this point. I'm having like paranoia or whatever. Quick side note, Monty had just got a new phone. She had just got the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I remember because when we were in the car, when we first took the gummy, she was recording us on her phone, and she was using like my MagSafe like phone stand. I just remember her never grabbing her phone. Like, she never grabbed her phone. So I'm like, oh my God, her phone is in the car. And I don't know if I was seeing it, I don't know if I was hearing it, but I just kept thinking somebody's gonna break my window and take her phone, and then I'm not gonna, like, my car is gonna be broken, and then her phone is gonna be gone, and this is just all because we took this edible. I was like, I have to go get her phone. I feel like I was still high at this point. But Monty, I think, had stopped throwing up, and she was either she was in the shower or she was laying in the bed. She didn't care about that phone. She didn't know where the phone was. She didn't really care. But I'm like, okay, girl, like, somebody about to take your phone. So I'm about to go get it. I remember going outside. I'm high at this point. I remember going outside walking. I know I was wobbly, but I went out there. I got her phone. And as I was coming back up the stairs, I dropped it on the stair. And I was so nervous, like, oh my God, it's cracked. But I was like, girl, no, you just overreacted. So I kept walking, and I put her phone on the blow-up mattress in the living room. I'm like, girl, whatever, it is what it is. We got the phone, nobody gonna steal it, you cool. Then when Monty stops throwing up, it's like 10 puddles of throw up in the living room. From the living room to the kitchen, it's like 10 puddles. When we got into bed that night, it was lights out. We was gone for a good 10 to 12 hours. And the next morning we woke up, I went in Monty's room. Monty was asleep. I said, girl, you still feel sick? She said, no, girl, I'm cool. And we just kind of looked at each other, and we was like, what the hell just happened, you know? We were in complete just shock. Like, it's the type of shock you can't even talk about. We went to a whole different universe. We was on a whole nother realm. That edible took us someplace we ain't never been before. Like, that was crazy. And the type of sleep that we had was just unreal. That next day we got up, and I drove us to Waffle House. I drove us to Waffle House. Girl, when I say we was out of it, like the waiters was looking at us like, what's wrong with them? Like, y'all okay? Like, we barely could talk. We barely could think. All we could do was just sit there like, what did we do? What did we do? When we got back home, I barely remember even really driving. Like, I know I was driving. I know I was safe. But, like, it was like, how did we get here type of thing. Like, you know, like, when you zone out because you're going to, like, a familiar place. That's how it was. I zoned out. And when we got back, we literally crashed and went to sleep. It was insane. We slept that next day. Basically the whole day, and then we slept the other day. And I just remember, I forgot to say this, but before we went to Waffle House, I forgot to mention that after we slept for all that time, I had woke up and I was like, it's like I was, because it's crazy, like the edible messed up like my thinking process, but I also was like thinking ahead. Knowing my tea as long as I've known her, I know if she cleans up this throw up, she just gonna throw up some more, and like this is gonna be a never ending cycle of throwing up. So let me just, you know, take one for the team and let me clean up this throw up. You know what I'm saying? And it's no shit. I know she's gonna do it. I know she's gonna do it. I'm just saying, like, let's just save her the hassle. She already been through enough. Her body's been through enough in this last day. Let's just go ahead and get the hard part out of the way. I remember Googling the fastest way or the best way to clean up dry throat, because I don't know how long I was out of it, but I know by that time the throat was kind of like stuck. So I had to like get something. I think it was vinegar, dish soap, and hot water, and I poured it, and I literally used so many towels and like old t-shirts, and I was like, you know what, whatever. And then I mopped with bleach, all while like coming off of the high. So I was still kind of like out of it, but I'm like, this can't stay here. Like, we got to get this out of here. Ooh, woo. Ooh, that teleport. It was, I don't know, it was just different. Like, I feel like the ones we took in college were a lot more, they were a lot more calm. Like, it didn't really affect us that way at all. The most you were just kind of woozy, and like, we didn't even really get the munchies. Like, I didn't get the munchies. It was just more like, you're out of it. Like, you're chilling. Like, you're cool. These down here are on a whole different level that I don't even want to be on ever again. I never want to take an edible again. That was just too much. Like, and I feel like the person that sold it to us, he knew that it was just too much, because I now thinking back on what happened, even his face was like giving it away, like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? It was just weird. Like, I don't know. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I wouldn't recommend anybody doing it. Like, anybody. Like, it's not fun. It's not for the weak. I don't even want to smoke now because I'm scared. I can't smoke anyway because I'm asthmatic, but even with that, I still don't want to try it. I'll stick to drinking occasionally. Edibles are a no-go for me. Even like in cookie form or brownie form. It's just, I'm too scared. Like, that scarred me for a life. I also remember like avoiding my family phone calls for that weekend because, whoa, it was just too much. It was too much. And I knew they were gonna be like, girl, why is you down there taking an edible? They were not gonna go for it whatsoever, and it was gonna judge me, and I just don't have time for that. I'm sorry. First of all, I'm not ashamed of it. Like, you gotta live life, and especially because I grew up so sheltered. I didn't really do anything. I haven't really experienced life. I feel like having these experiences and learning from them, there's nothing wrong with that. And if you want to have those experiences, then have those experiences, but please do not be peer pressured to do so. I need lashes. Like, nobody gonna click on this video if I don't have any lashes on. I just feel it. I literally have to look like a model in order for somebody to look at the video. Like, no shade. Shade. I look like a clown. I literally look terrible. What is wrong with my makeup today? I absolutely hate it, but we're gonna keep it because we don't have any other choice. Okay, and I need a thumbnail. I don't know. I feel like my makeup looks terrible. Maybe it's the lip. I don't know. Here's my lash glue, y'all. Oh my god. I'm not gonna be ugly. Y'all gonna actually click on the video now because I have lashes on it. I tell this story because I'm not ashamed. I made a mistake. Okay, I made a mistake. But do not judge me because I literally had the best. Like, honestly, it's now that we can laugh at it. Like, I can laugh at it and just know, like, okay, girl, you was just Stupid. Also, if you want me to tell my accidental Also, if you want me to tell my accidental overdose story time, please comment down below and I will happily do so, because I literally can laugh at it now. And honestly, I probably shouldn't be laughing because I still have some effects, but we're gonna leave that alone. I hope you really enjoyed this. I'm so glad to be back on YouTube. I love uploading. I'm getting back to my upload schedule. And please follow me on all of my socials linked down below. And I will see you next time. Bye.